Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? It's time for another episode of Combat Saturday. There we go. So, what I want to do is talk today about footwork. Okay, extremely important. Maybe the single most important thing in all of martial arts. Okay, anyone who tells you that footwork is not important, leave. That person does not know what they're talking about. Okay, it is by far the number one most important thing, regardless of martial art. Okay, so I want to show you how we train our footwork. Okay, the way Sifu Paul taught me. Okay, so it's a combination of Bagua, Wing Chun, bit of boxing. You know, it's kind of all thrown in there, but all these things work together. Okay, and there's elements of all these things in each other. So, you know, you don't really have to separate them so much, I guess. Okay, so the best thing when you're working on footwork is best to keep things simple. Just use one hand technique. You can do footwork by itself without hand techniques, but sometimes you need to really use the hand techniques to get the timing right. Okay, so what we want to do today is let's work on the dragon claw, the dragon strike. Okay, it's a throat grab, so dragon like this position here. Okay, and you're grabbing someone's throat here, just come in. Okay, now keep in mind too, it is an aggressive grab. Don't just like put it out there. You want to really grasp. Okay, so to train that, you can take a sandbag and throw it up there, grasp it, or even a pillow. Just take a pillow and throw it up there and just practice grabbing it in the air. Okay. All right, so the first stepping method is going to be the half step. Okay, this is probably the method which you use most often. We use other things as well to train, but the half step is the most common thing you do. Half step is meaning that you'll stay in the same lead. All right, so I'm a southpaw, so my right leg is usually forward, but I also train with the left leg forward as well. All right, but a half step here. Okay, train both sides anyway. The half step here is 1, 2. This is a box step. 3, 4. This is used a lot in boxing. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see how I'm making a box here. So one thing very important is I'm pushing off with the rear leg. I'm not just stepping and dragging up. Some people teach that way, but it's better to push off, because if you push off, you keep the action in the legs. Okay, so push off. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and also you want to go the other way as well, both directions. Okay. All right. Okay, and you can train the other side as well, of course. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're going to use that dragon strike now, and we're going to time it with a landing of your foot. Okay, but one thing to keep in mind when we're going forward is time it with the landing of the lead foot. See, so the whole body mass goes forward, and boom, see, everything goes forward. It's time with the landing of that lead foot. So your target is here, and just go right to that throat there, right there. Okay, go right there. All right. That's when you're going forward. Okay, now here's where it gets a little tricky. Okay, when I'm going sideways, I'm landing with this foot, and I actually land, the timing of my hand is timed with that foot. Okay, see, come, because it doesn't make sense when I step. There's no power there, right? You want my body mass going forward. Okay, same thing going backwards. Okay, when I go this way, back to the lead foot. Okay, so it all depends on which foot lands first, because that's what is carrying you. That's what's carrying you. Okay, so time with the landing of that foot. All right. Step method number 2. That was half step. Next up we have a full step, and that's when you step through, changing leads each time. So stepping through, meaning I'm 1, step through, 2, step through, 3. So you see how I'm doing kind of a zigzag pattern. Okay, and you're changing these. Okay, and that's the thing. So sometimes what might happen, you know, when you might use a thing like that is, suppose you're here and someone is over here, or they move quickly. Rather than pivoting, you can do that, right? You could just step in right from where you are, come here and come right in. All right. There have been some boxers in the past who've used that to their advantage, who were able to change leads like that. So yeah, and it really throws people off if you can do it. Okay, so now we have the two-step method. Okay, you probably can't see it, but I used some chalk and I drew a little circle here. But anyways, well, trust me, it's here, even if you can't see it. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go around the circle, and here we use some pivots as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a dragon strike here, one. Then I'm going to come over here, a little half step there, a little quarter step, I should say. Okay, step through and come there. Then this foot steps out, and I pivot. See, pivot again. See, and pivot. And the thing is, as you do these little movements, things come to you, because this could become a grab, this could be a parry, a controlling hand, whatever. And so after you come back to the original position here, the south position, I'm going to change and go the other direction. See? And I'm pivoting, see? So there you work on some pivoting and stepping through at the same time, okay? And okay, we're covering a lot here. So we did the half step, we did the full step, we did the two-step method. This is called the two-step method. And then the last one is going to be the four corner stepping, okay? And well, I know you can't see it, but I drew the circle like a pizza with the lines through it. So I have like north and south, east and west, north, east, southwest, and northwest, southeast. So it's all cut up like a pizza, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step in different directions along these lines here. So if I'm going to go east, right, I'll use a dragon strike, turn around, and even when I turn around, see my toe will come in a little bit, okay? That's actually like a kind of a trip there, okay? Okay, so I go in here, turn around, and then strike there. Next I'll come, so I just struck with my left hand, next I come with my right hand, I strike with my right hand, I come with my left hand here, bring it behind, strike with my right, bring it here, strike with my left. Walk around the circle, okay? And then it'll start again. Only this time I started with my right, so you see, and then I can make use of the angle. So now I'm gonna go, okay, let's say I'm stepping west. Well, I'm gonna go north now, and then I'm gonna go southwest. I'm gonna go east, and keep on going, and just random. So we go here, 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 right? Go around here, here, parry, here, step back, parry, here, parry, come around. So it's just being random and being alive like that. It just helps to you kind of put all the other stepping methods you did together, and because it's random, you know, you learn to kind of think on your feet. You know, because things aren't going to go always go in a predictable manner. You need to always allow for unusual rhythms and things like that. Okay, so any pattern you do, there's no right or wrong here, right? You can even step to the same direction twice. See? Okay. So, anyways, there you go. There are the so we covered four stepping methods. We have the half step, we have the full step, we have the two step, and we have the four corner stepping. All right. So these are some of the. There are more, but these are the fundamental footwork trainings that we like to do, and they're very effective. If you really master this and use all the different, use it with different combos and things like that, it's very effective. But when you're learning it, trust me, don't try and get fancy. Just take the one technique. Like I said, the dragon claw, just use that. Just come. That's it. Okay, one single technique. Leave it at that. Okay, don't get crazy. Okay. So, anyways, for those of you who didn't get the memo, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, Sunday, September 20th, 8 o'clock, I'll be doing a Facebook Live, and I'll go over some breathing techniques for stress management. Okay, so some of the breathing which I use during these exercises and other types of sitting methods and standing methods and things, I'm going to cover a bunch of them which are very useful for relaxation, stress management, all those things. Okay, so anyways, I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope to see you tomorrow on the Facebook Live. Okay, so see you soon, guys.